multi-digit whole number operations. Today we're talking about dividing decimal dividends by multiples of 10. What does that mean? Let's talk about that. So, first things first, we're going to need to understand some things about multiples of 10. So let's just get right on it. So 54 divided by 10. Now we have a shortcut, but I want to explain to you what 54 divided by 10 is. We can look at it as 5 tens and 4 ones. I'm just going to draw 5 tens here. Here's 5 tens, and we'll make them, we'll make some place value. We'll call these discs. We'll make some place value discs, okay? So I'm just going to draw a picture showing you what's happening, okay? So there is 5 tens, should be 50, right? And we have 4 ones, so I'm going to draw 4 ones. And what I am doing in this problem is I am dividing by 10. So what does that mean? Well, if 10 divided by 10 is 1, and I have 5 tens, how many should I have? I should have 5 ones, right, if I'm dividing it by 10. Okay? And the same thing can go for what is 1 divided by 10? Well, another way to look at 1 divided by 10 is as a fraction, which is 1/10, or a decimal, which is 1/10, which we would write as 0.1. If I have 4 ones divided by 10, or 1 divided by 10 4 times, how many should I have? I should have 4 of them, 4/10, right? Okay, so that is the concept that we're getting across today. If we add these all together, we get our answer. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 5. And 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 is 0.4, or 4/10. So our answer would be 5 and 4/10. Okay, got that so far? Let's try another one. So now what if we take 0.54? Or you know what? Let's do 5.4 divided by 10. So if we take 5.4 divided by 10, what is happening? Well, we have 5 ones again. Remember, we had 5 tens before, but now we have 5 ones. How many tenths? Well, we have 4 of them. Same as our answer, right? It's 0.1, or we'll write it as 0.1. And 0.1. Right, our discs. So here, I'll put a 0 here. 0.1. Okay? So now we have 0.1, and now we are dividing by 10. Okay? What happens to these? Again, we've done it with 1. What happens to 1 when we divide it by 10? Okay? What happens to 1 when we divide it by 10? We get 1/10, right? So 1/10 is going to turn into 5 of them. We took this 1 and turned it into 1/10, and we should have 5 of them. So now that we've done that, we can do the same thing here. So if we have 4/10 and we divide that by 10, we're going to get 400ths, or each disk is 0.01, and so on, and we should have 4 of them. Okay? Then if we add them up, we should get our answer. But now most of you are probably thinking, hey, there's a pattern here. If we add these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's 0.5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in the hundredths place, right, is 0.4. So what's happening is whenever we divide by 10, the decimal is moving over 1 time. Okay? So now let's expand that knowledge. What happens with, we have 54 divided by 90. Now we've changed it. It's not by 10 anymore. It's a multiple of 10, but it's not 10. So I know 54 divided by 9 is 6. Okay, 54 divided by 9 is 6, but there are 9 tens rather than just 1 10, right? So if we rewrote this, we can think of it as 54 divided by 9 tens. Okay, right? we can look at this and say, well, 54 divided by 9 is 6 divided by the 10s, which now we've divided the 9 out, so we have just one of them. So by 110, we can also write it as just 10. We've done this pattern before. We have 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 divided by 10 is a tenth, right? 1 over 10, but we write it like this, and we would have 6 of them that way. Okay? So remember, the shortcut is, hey, let's just move the decimal over. Right? We have 6 of them, which is 0.6. Okay? So again, what happens if we have, let's put this on our head and do 0.54 divided by 90. What we are doing here and what we need to think about is what's happening is this 90, it can split apart. Okay? What we're doing is 0.54 or 54 hundredths divided by 10 divided by 9. Or vice versa. Doesn't really matter because it's division. We could also do, this is the same thing, we can also do 54 divided by 9 divided by 10. Whichever one you feel is easier is going to work for you. So 54 divided by 9 is 6, but it's that 6, 0.06, which is 6 hundredths divided by 10. And that's going to move the decimal over one time. So our answer is going to be 0.006. There's our answer. If we do this one, we have the 54 and the decimal moves over one time because it's divided by 10 first. So now we have this number divided by 9. And we know that 9 goes into 54 6 times. So our answer is 0.006. Now if it was 60, then the 6 would be there and so on and so forth. But it's 6, so it goes to the last known digit in the dividend, which in this case is the 4, which is in the thousandths place, so our answer is 6 thousandths. Okay, so notice those are equal. So I hope that kind of understands like the basic breakdown of this is just that. We're looking for multiples, and it gets a lot easier as we look at this. If we can try, I'm going to do one more for you. What happens if you have 2.4 divided by 4? Then we're not really doing tenths, right? 2.4 divided by 4, right? We can think of that as 24, but we just need to know where the decimal goes. Or we can look at it as 24 tenths. We can rename it. What's 24 tenths divided by 4? Which is equal to, how many times is 4 going to 24? 6, but it's also tenths. How do we write 6 tenths? 0.6. So that's how you do that. Hope that helps.